Think we're live. Think we're live. Right. We're live. A few people waiting. I'm sure those people will say hello very soon. Let me mute that. Yeah, so Friday afternoon, I thought I would do a live stream. And right, okay, so that seems okay. So over the last few live streams I've did something specific. I've did a mining video. We've looked at new coins. We've looked at news. Or we've talked about a particular subject. This one is a free-for-all. We'll just see where it goes, guys. Hi, Metsy. Or Mets Itty. It's always been fun trying to pronounce people's names, isn't it? So yeah, I just want to, shoot the breeze, talk about some things that have been happening this week, catch up with a lot of you guys, and just we'll see where it goes. So the success of this live stream will depend on who pops up, who says hello, who drops by and starts chatting with me. If not, you need to listen to myself ramble for an hour, and I will do it. I will ramble. You guys know I'm very good at just rambling on and talking nonsense, absolute nonsense. As always, guys, this live stream is sponsored by Volvic, the official sponsor of my channel, and I will be using Volvic. It is a fantastic product. Well, the plastic bottle is. I refill it with my water from my tap. Did I forget about Crypto Peppies? No, because it was a meme coin. Was that not the coin? Like, we talked about this last time. Yeah, we talked about that last time, didn't we? The one with the little frog. I mean, I don't want to go over old ground with things like that. Hi, Paul Rath. Hi, I don't know what I'm supposed. How is anyone supposed to pronounce that? I gave it a try, but yeah. So, what's been happening this week with you guys? What's been happening this week with you guys? What's been happening? Have you been mining a different coin? Have you changed your setup? Have you bought some coins? Have you sold some coins? If so, let me know. We'll see what happens. Hi, Daniel. Good to see you. So, yeah, my idea is I'll do a live stream for a few hours, and then tonight I might actually relax for once, because all week I tend to just sit with my laptop open. I tend to sit with Discord open, and after 4 or 5 days of working non-stop, you start to feel a little bit burned out. Important to get away from the old PC, as they say, which is getting harder and harder because you get notifications all day long. As far as what I've been doing this week, nothing much has changed as far as what I'm mining. I went back to mining Safecoin. I'm still on the lookout for different coins. I talked about this the start of the week, though, that what I did do was drop the power rating of all my graphics cards. So I've lost about maybe 12% of my hash power with EcoHash 1445, but I have probably saved myself about 1100, 1200 watts, I think. So I've reduced my electricity costs by a large amount, which is always good. Paul Rath is debating on whether to continue. So what kind of rig have you got, Paul Rath? What kind of rig have you got? Another thing I do want to talk about in this video is HiveOS. I'll talk about that later on. Briefly, I have got one rig on HiveOS now. I want to do a dedicated video where I talk about HiveOS and I give you my initial impressions and all that kind of thing. But I'll maybe give you a preview in the live stream at one point. When a few more people drop by, I'll maybe show you guys what it's all about. Just a brief preview. 61070s, right? So by continue to debate on, right? So what's your thoughts right now? Are you thinking sell your graphics cards and get out of cryptocurrency mining, get out of cryptocurrency altogether, or what? What are you thinking? Does is asking if the best GPU to buy right now is in EU is the Vega 56. What's that selling for right now? When I bought my cards, the reason, no, this is the thing, you know, I've been saying that I'm an NVIDIA miner, but it really isn't through choice. When I bought my cards, when I set up all my rigs and all that, you couldn't buy any AMD cards for love nor money. You couldn't buy any cards. So that's why I didn't build any AMD mining rigs. It just simply wasn't possible to do so at the time without paying over $1,000 for a card that should really be selling for 500. Paul Rath is stopping because of electricity cost. Electricity, yeah, it is a pain. I mean, it's not so much that, well, the electricity is always a concern, but it's more about the low returns from mining right now. The returns from GPU mining right now are abysmal. They were actually worse, a little bit worse a few months ago, but yeah, things haven't picked up too much. Well, actually, I was just bringing up Reddit there. The Reddit cryptocurrency subreddit, I think it's one of the biggest. I think it is the biggest cryptocurrency subreddit. It's got nearly 700,000 readers, it says there. 9,269 just now. I check this every now and then from my phone, and I kind of love-hate relationship with it, because I do find out some good stories from it sometimes, but there's a lot of, you know, kind of stuff that's completely irrelevant being posted to it as well. So yeah, I guess you get that in every subreddit. Tether hires Bank of Montreal executive, improvement in transparency and compliance. Warning to Ledger users. Well, I have a Ledger, so I want to see what's happening there. I want to make a single thread to unite several similar issues that people are encountering. Some people using the Ledger to interact with their wallet lose their public address. The result is that one day a withdraw from exchange to your Ledger and replug your Ledger the next day, you might not find your public address and your funds there anymore. It is a user interface bug. It is related to Online Wallets API or Ledger App API. Okay. Well, that's concerning, but I would say, you know, as far as, I'm not want to delve too deep into that, but I would say in general, from what I've seen online with following Ledger on Twitter, they do seem to respond to things like that very, very quickly and, you know, make sure everything's okay. Paul Rath, I could just let it run and see where it goes. That's kind of where I'm sitting at just now. You know, the main thing that puts me off from selling all my graphics cards is the hassle of actually selling those graphics cards. It's not too much hassle to, you know, unplug everything and package it up. It's all the, you know, if I had to sell all my graphics cards, I'm probably talking a day or two of my life packaging it up, selling it, you know, putting all the packaging together, writing the person's name and all that, and you're always running the risk that someone will, you know, still complain and say the graphics card isn't right or whatever. If I was selling it, I'd want to just do like a batch lot. Ideally, just do a batch lot, sell it all to one person, cash in hand or something, or just walk into a second-hand store and sell them all there. I wouldn't want any inconvenience, and selling right now is, you know, an inconvenience. James is saying, 7 months in, do some research, people. The bear market is nothing to previous lows. Research your coin, mine it, and hodl. I do agree with what you're saying, James, as far as previous lows. Even going back to, I think it was May, mining returns were, for my setup, like sub $20, and now they're like $25, $26. So it was worse about 2 months ago. But I don't think it's always as black and white as that. It's just saving your coins in hodl, because the returns are so low on my GPU. I really should be looking at the money I could bring in by selling them and then just buying coins. And then when the market picks up, I could always sell some of those coins and buy some cards back if I wanted to. But, you know, I say that my friend put on his 1060s and it was something like 12 pence per day when he took off his electricity. Returns are pretty pathetic right now, but yes, another option is just to It's just to buy coins and hodl. But you have to look at the alternatives. Sometimes I'm just trying to play devil's advocate, because there's lots of ways to look at this, and I do think that if, you know, the alternative, if you switch off your rigs and you sell all your cards, you get money in your hand right away, which you can buy more, you know, an ASIC mining machine, or you can buy coins, or you can invest in Masternodes. But also, you have eliminated your electricity costs. Your electricity costs are a major problem with GPU mining. Your electricity bill every month is an absolute disgrace. Hi Aaron, good to see you. My opinion is wise that they buy the coin in these lows rather than to invest in mining equipment. Buy the coin and hodl versus the rigs and ASICs. Yeah, generally speaking, that's probably the way to do it, especially with major coins. And of course, you can look at the fact that when the market returns, you know, GPU cards, graphics cards, mining equipment, and all that will go up in price again because demand will be higher. But if prices even doubled, I suspect that a lot of coins that you bought when the market was low, they're going to more than double. So, yeah, I think you're right, Aaron. I think you're right there. Messi's mining Ella or Ella. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things. If I sold my, I mean, I think I always, long term, I think I would try and move away from having huge rigs, because I'd like to travel. I'd like to have more freedom. I don't want to be tied to maintaining things all the time. But even if I was doing some traveling, I think back home I'd always have some GPUs and all that lying around. I'd at least do it as a hobby. The stance people take will depend on how much reliance they have on their crypto investment. Yes, I mean, if you are struggling to pay the bills, if you can't just sit and let your cards run, and financially you need the money, then sell. It makes sense to sell. Did you change your core voltage on your NVIDIA cards? I didn't change voltage. I just changed the power percentage. So I can, well, actually, I was going to show you an example, but right now I don't have, do I? In fact, I might. Yeah, I do actually. Right, so I'll bring this up and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Right, so this is my MSI Afterburner for this computer, just one 1080 Ti, that's all it is. And I actually should have checked that. I probably should have, there's always the concern. No, it's okay. Obviously, because this PC is used for video editing and all these other things, then I have to sometimes crank it up a little bit higher than what I could have. But you can see I've not touched the voltage. I'm not undervolting, but I'm dropping the power limit down to 55%. Awesome Miner is showing that card. Oh, not that card, in fact. Other cards that are around. I think I was at 150 watts before. It's not showing there, but I was at 150 watts before. Yeah, so I don't undervolt. I just tend to underpower. I've looked at undervolting, and I did do one test with it, but I think with undervolting, there's more chances of things going wrong. I certainly wouldn't do it with the graphics cards in this computer because I use it for other things, but I find it just as easy to just underpower it. Let's go to Vegas, Kev. Well, me and my friend have talked about this. Well, actually, I've got a few friends. My friend's going to Vegas at the end of July, start of August, and he asked me there. But I don't think I'm going to go. It's maybe a little bit soon. I don't have things set up. But there's a crypto conference, I think, in November, and I think it would be good if I could. It would be good to go over for that. So I've discussed that with my friend, where we could maybe go over, take a holiday, go to the conference, just chill out and enjoy ourselves. So I think that's what I might do. That's my next target. I think. I mean, I could afford to go and all that, but I'd rather wait and kind of set things up. Plus, the fact that it makes more sense for me to go to a warm country when it's cold here. Maintenance is overrated. I'm barely doing maintenance. Well, I've actually, you know, I've set up HiveOS, and it does seem my initial impression. I'm going to do a dedicated video about HiveOS, but I would say that my initial impression of HiveOS is there's many things that are limited as far as what you can do and what you can't do compared to Awesome Miner, which I'm used to. But you're not dealing with Windows, which means that I don't have to deal with Windows updates, Windows Defender, all these things going wrong. It just works. And I think from a maintenance point of view, I don't think I would have any problems with this. So that is something for me to consider moving forward. Hi, Yellow. From Russia with love. What do you say about Ravencoin and Bytom? I don't know much about Bytom. I think I've maybe checked it once. Someone asked about it. Ravencoin, I mined it for a few months. But then I sold because the block reward is like every 2 years anyway. And it's going to be a few months before the assets thing comes in. Hi, ads. See ya. I was just talking about HiveOS there. I'm all set up. I'm all set up because of you. Someone left a comment in the SafeCoin Discord the other day, and I hadn't really thought about it this way, but they said that it was, what's the name of the guy again? It was Rocket MTN Miner who said this, and he said that Ravencoin is a commercial coin masquerading as a community coin. And you know what? I think that's a fair statement, because they come out and they said it was all about community and all that, whilst being backed by billionaires. So yeah, I think that's a fair comment about Ravencoin. No, I've not shown anyone a HiveOS yet. As I said, I'm going to do a dedicated video where I talk about what I like and what I don't like. That will probably be a 30, 40, maybe even 50-minute video. So I won't be able to do that until the World Cup's at the weekend. Maybe it might be Monday, if I'm honest. I'll be honest. I'll probably be Monday. But what I'd like to do is maybe even how many people are watching? Do you want me to show you HiveOS? I'll just give you a very, very quick overview of what I think about it. Right, so let me see what I need here. Right, monitor. Right, okay. Right, so I'll show you HiveOS, guys. And as I said, this isn't a complete review. This is a preview. Let me see what have I got here. I need to take this off. So what I'm going to do is I want to show you this monitor, and this is probably the quickest and easiest way for me to do that. Does this have any battery? I hope it does. Right, okay. Right. What I want to quickly show you, I've not enabled 2FA. Actually, I haven't. So I'm going to do that very, very soon. I'll do that super soon. Actually, after this stream, I'll do that. I literally just signed up to it yesterday. Right, so I'm going to just show you the other screen. So there's my monitor, and this is what's mining. And you know, obviously this is the main, which I'm going to show you this in a second, but this one here is just, you know, it's just EWBF, and you can see that I'm getting 0.32, 0.35 sols per watt. And I've dropped the efficiency down. I've dropped the power down, sorry, to about 60 watts on that rig. And that I've got that there sitting there, and you kind of need to log into that. If you've got any problems with it not working, you really do have to log in and check that everything's okay. And that's what I had to do. That's what I had to do with my setup yesterday. I was saying to Sia their ads, as it's called. He was helping me with some issues that I had, and the issue was that in the wallet, I had added the parameter, because you need to add parameters for 1445. And where's the thing for that? Where is that? Oh, it's to the side. Trying to do this with a camera and a mic everywhere, it's not good. I really should just sit this down, but I'm determined now. Right. Nah, that's not working. I'll do that later. Put that down there. Right, okay. So I'll show you. Let me see. Can I show you my monitor? Right, okay. So if I bring this around a little bit, can you guys see that now? So this is what I'm seeing just now. So you're going to get a little bit of inception with, you know, the windows and all that overlapping. There we go. Right. Right, guys. So this is HiveOS. first thing, you know, as I said, I'm going to do a proper video about it. My first impressions of is that very, very simple setup. It isn't that complicated, really. You see a lot of things here. This is just a list of different things that have happened, which you can clear. So you can clear that. That's just a list of like wallet change, rebooting, AMD settings apply, all these different things. And you can stop that. If I show you here, what you've got is all the different GPUs, and you can see 65 degrees, 46% for the fans, 18 sols. So that's quite low actually, because those should be about 20, 21. So right now for Equihash, I'm getting 154 sols, and from 467 watts. I normally get about 160 or so from that. So compared to Awesome Miner, I'm getting less. It seems to be a couple of sols less. I don't know if that's because you have to plug in the rig to the HDMI port in one of the graphics cards rather than the motherboard. I think that could be an issue. I don't know. But yeah, it's a very simple thing to use. You've got stats as far as you know, your hash rate and all that. You can see I switched to Awesome Miner during the night, which is why it's like that. Rigs, I've only got one rig on there just now, and then there's wallets, and they give you a lot of example wallets. Yeah, but I mean, I set up. This is where I had the problem. I had like hyphen like that for pairs, which was causing a problem why I couldn't mine initially. But as far as changing things around and all that, it's very easy. You just, you know, you pick your miner, you pick your wallet. The big difference, I think, from Awesome Miner and all that is that the wallet also handles the pools. So it's not just your address, it also handles the pools. That's taken me a little bit of getting used to in a way, because I think that I'm used to an Awesome Miner where I can just quickly change the pool. But what I'd have to do is set up duplicate wallets, so with different pools. I don't like how that works. I find that quite limited. Another thing I find quite limited is the control over the graphics cards fans and temperatures and things like that. You can set the overclocking, and it works really, really well. But all I can do with the fans is say a defined fan speed, or I can set it at 0 for auto. So either it goes automatically, or I say run at 50% or run at 60% or something like that. And for me, that's a little bit frustrating, because I'm coming from Windows and using MSI Afterburner, where I've set up a custom GPU curve when I can control exactly when the fans kick in at certain temperatures. I like to run my fans a little bit more aggressively when they're being pushed hard, you know, when it's warm, just to try and keep them cool. It'd be better if there was an option, perhaps even to just change the fan speed according to the temperature and just limit the temperature. I'm not sure if that's an option. So yeah, there's some things I really like about it as far as how simple it is. I like the fact that I'm not going to experience a lot of downtime. I don't think I am, but I'm getting used to how limited it is, because Awesome Miner is just flooded with options and different options that you can set up, different pools, different templates. And Awesome Miner has all these different rules. I don't know if you can set that up in HiveOS, but in Awesome Miner you can set up all these backup pools. If that doesn't work, then back up to this pool, back up to this coin, change the template, change this. There's all these backups, you know. So if plan A doesn't work and something's not working, go to plan B, go to plan C, go to plan D, and this reduces the time that a rig will go down. But in saying that, if you do have HiveOS, if you are using a Linux-based system, you generally, you know, I'd say that the risk of your account your rigs going down is a lot less than having mining on a Windows rig where you're tackling Windows updates. I've talked about this in a few videos recently about Windows, and it's quite frustrating, because you say to Windows, don't do updates, disable updates. So you go to the registry, you disable updates, and it just updates anyway. It just does it anyway. Same with Windows Defender. Protect these folders, protect these files. Don't scan these ones. These ones are good. These guys are okay. Don't scan them. And it will come up a message where it will say, we have blocked a file you asked us not to block, effectively. So the anti-malware is being too aggressive, and the updates has been too aggressive, and Windows is just taking over your computer and doing exactly what it wants to do. And I realize they do things like this because there's, you know, like my mum and dad has got a Windows computer, and you know, there's people like that, and they need to simplify things. But when you are specifically saying don't do this, don't do that, and you get into the registry and you're manually disabling it, something a beginner wouldn't use. This is more for advanced users, and yet they're just overriding it. Well, that is a very serious problem, and it's why I'm moving towards mining on Linux-based systems. The good news for me is that if I find that that HiveOS is too simple for me and it doesn't have everything that I need, the good news is that Awesome Miner is apparently trying to develop an option, a version of Awesome Miner that works on a Linux-based system, and that would be perfect, I think. I think a lot of what you said is going to be covered in HiveOS 2.0, which is imminent. Do you know roughly when it'll come? To me, this is the thing for me. Hi Russell, just saw you there, sorry. To me, going from Awesome Miner, it is quite a little bit annoying going from something that's just action-packed. You know, Awesome Miner's got so many options, it's insane. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some things in HiveOS I've noticed that you don't get in Awesome Miner. Even just look at there, you can see that my Equihash rig there is 161 sols, but I like the fact it tells me the total power draw of the whole rig, 462, and when I add more rigs, it'll, you know, show me that information as well. And it also raises the question, do I need all those advanced options? Do I need them? So maybe I should just set my fans to auto. Maybe that's what I should do. I don't know. I'm still getting used to it, and I think I'm going to just let that rig run for a few days, and I'm going to compare it to Awesome Miner, and then I'll see how it compares. What I would say about with Awesome Miner though is, if I bring it up there, you can see the service offline for rig 1 because it's on HiveOS. My main PC is stopped because I'm recording, so I've only got 3 rigs there, but you can see here these ones are about 159, 162 as well, so I'm getting about the same hash rate more or less. My first rig always seemed to get a couple of extra sols for some reason, just the Silicon Lottery. But yeah, there's things I like about it, there's things I don't like about it. But what I'm going to do is give it a try. I'm going to try the one rig for a few days, and then what I'm going to do is decide whether I buy a couple of more, you know, buy 3 more USB sticks, and I run the whole system on that. But I'm also keen to maybe give SMOS a try, see what that's all about. Yeah, and look at my alternatives. I really should as well. As a YouTuber, I should be investigating these things. James, interested in your performance mining on 1445 algo. I tasted. You didn't taste anything. I test mine Bitcoin Gold on BTG Pool for 48 hours. With 130 sols, I received 0.19 Bitcoin Gold first 24 hours. Second 24 hours, received 0.9 after I doubled the hash. Wow, that's pretty good. Oh, you're saying that you're not happy? Is that not good? Like, what's your hash rate? That seems quite good to me. Because was Bitcoin Gold not $30? That seems good to me. Microsoft say they didn't like miners. Yeah, they're taking an aggressive stance. Awesome Miner is a dodgy software though. What do you mean, Hugh? Can you clarify that? What can you explain why you think it's dodgy? I think it's a fantastic script. Patrick updates it every single week with new mining scripts. He adds new features all the time. I'm not saying it's perfect. It's certainly not perfect, especially running on Windows, but it's definitely not dodgy. Don't know the release date, right? Well, I mean, I can always point out in my video, I can always just say, listen, this is version 1 point whatever. There is a new version coming out that might be better. Do you even care about having a clean background when you make videos? Why is that relevant, Charles? Why wouldn't you tidy up? Jesus, every video you have is just talking at a desk. At least you do is consider cleaning up. I completely disagree, Charles. To me, it's irrelevant. The only time I come into this room is when I record or when I'm configuring my mining rig. Whether I've got boxes behind me or whatever, it doesn't matter. What I've got behind me in all those drawers is a lot of recording equipment, a lot of accessories, a lot of things that I've got. You might look at my desk and say it's messy, but I've got like I've got my audio converter there, I've got my camera there, I've got cables there. I'm all about practicality. I couldn't care less what is behind me. I really couldn't care less. Why is it relevant? Because you're presenting. Go make audio only if it's irrelevant. So, Charles, I disagree. I completely disagree. If you don't like it, you know, I'm sorry. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. I don't see... This whole room for me is practical. If someone out there is a clean freak and they have to have the room super clean, fine. But that's not me. Like, when I come into this room, I do a tidy up every now and then. But eventually, I set things around my room that are practical for me to speed up the process. Quite frankly, as far as me recording, as far as me producing videos, as far as me mining, I try and automate everything as best as possible. Do you know what I mean? So, doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense to me. I don't care about being tidy or what your viewers think. I'm sure the sub count will respond to that. Oh, go away. Sorry, no, sorry, I don't agree with that. You're just trolling me now. If you've got OCD and you need to, you know, wipe your house 50 times a day, fine. I don't have that problem. I spend as much time away from the computer as I possibly can. Seriously, I mean, I want more subscribers. I don't want to piss off anyone. But if you're getting upset, all the things wrong in the world, you're getting upset because I've got some boxes behind me. Come on, relax, take a chill pill. No, I'm not going to block him. I don't see the point in blocking him, but end of the day, seriously, what is the point? This, to me, this is a workshop. This isn't a clean... I'm not hosting BBC News. This is a workshop to me. This is where I've got recording equipment. All these drawers are filled with recording equipment. The only drawers that don't have anything down there is I've got my jiu-jitsu stuff down there. But apart from that, nah, I completely disagree. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, though, there's YouTubers out there that wear suits, that, you know, shill coins every day, that, you know, are always about the presentation. I'm not that guy. I'm sorry. I do appreciate feedback from people, but saying that I should just remove the video and just do like radio or a podcast because I've got some boxes behind me is absolutely insane. I'm sorry, I disagree with that. That's just borderline trolling. Exactly, it's about the content. The thing is, the room isn't that bad. I've got boxes down there. Those boxes there are my PCI Express risers. You know, I could put them up there, but I kept them down there because I kept pulling them out. I was testing things like that. Everything here, everything has a purpose. Granted, there's a few things that I could tidy up. I know that. Yeah, I know he's trolling me. They were asking me for a shirt and tie. Listen, I used to wear shirt and tie to work. So, I didn't say remove the video. I said, why make video? Why make video? So you're saying that everyone has to sit at a desk and... Right, okay. Sorry, mate, I'm not that guy. And this is the thing, guys. I've had people say things like this before, and they'll say, why don't you do this? This guy does that. Why don't you do this? This guy does that. Why don't you do a flashy 1-minute intro? I hate intros. Why don't you make your videos 2 minutes long? I don't watch 2-minute videos. I watch longer videos. When I look at reviews of phones and tablets, I look at the videos that are 30 minutes long, the ones that are in depth. At the end of the day, I make content, you know, for the people, you know, in the way that I like enjoying content. It's not for everyone. At the end of the day, you can't please everyone. But, yeah, but those YouTubers have actual content. Oh, I was going to swear there, I'll try not to, but yeah, just get lost. You're a troll. Have actual content. You're just trolling now. You are a troll, Charles. You are a troll. You've got little horns. Seriously, man, like, you're just being abusive now. Those YouTubers have actual content. So why are you sitting watching my stream? It's like, YouTube has got 1,000 or 10,000 crypto YouTubers. If you don't like me, just watch another channel. It's not... I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. Keys are great for snorkeling. I've had this before, you know, people, oh, you should do this, or you should do this, or you should do that. abusive, sensitive. Yeah. Sorry, Charles, if you come on and you start just trolling me, how do you expect me to respond? How do you expect me to respond? God's sake, we're trying to talk about crypto here and this guy's worried because I've got a box in the background. I think this is a difference. That's the thing though, you know. I think there's obviously there's different YouTubers that do different things, you know, and the thing is as well, like I've got decent cameras where I can do flashy videos and I can make them look fantastic. I can film them, I can edit them well, and I've did a few videos like that in the background. But the thing is, what that means is I spend 2 minutes recording a video, 7 hours editing a video. I would just rather do a live stream and do, you know, put out videos quicker and put out more content. It's always funny. I always think it's funny though, because you see this in forums and Discord groups as well, where someone will criticize someone and be abusive and you know, keep saying things like that. And then when you say anything back, they go, whoa, 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 whoa. Why are you taking this personally? You're like, right, okay. I realise my videos are quite raw. I'm just using a webcam to record this. It's one of those things though, like the videos that I watch, the live streams that I watch, someone's just sitting at a desk talking, and it's more about the content, it's more about what the person is actually saying, rather than flashy videos and all that and flashing animations. Thanks, Cost. I've got someone who actually likes the boxes. Charles, you've got a junky background. It's curious to me that someone making videos wouldn't bother to clean up the trash. You're tilted and saying it's irrelevant. Loud and clear. Good luck. Yeah, someone else says, don't let the door hit you on the way out. A junky background. Why are you still here, Charles? I can be lazy and not edit, but look at your views. Flashy videos get views. I didn't realise you were focused on actually getting views. My bad. Right, okay. Charles, I would really see a doctor about this kind of thing. Really, if this upsets you so much, I would go and see a therapist. Why I don't understand why that would annoy someone so much. Why would that annoy someone? Would I rather, do you want me to turn my desk around? I can show you my mining rig in the background. Is that better? Is that better? Would that be better? Should I put a green screen and I can show you all that I'm in Hawaii? Yeah, let's get back to talking cryptocurrency and not feed the trolls. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Charles, you're just being abusive now. If you're going to keep doing that, you're going to get removed from the channel. Leaving for real. Thanks for the lols. Thanks for the ban. Yeah, I've just banned him. He was just getting abusive at the end. But this is the funny thing though. You do see this in Discord as well, and you see people popping up, and what they'll do is they'll keep dropping, drip feeding little insults, and that's what successful trolls do. And then when you reply, they go, whoa, 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 you know, as if they've not done anything wrong. And it's okay giving feedback, but don't be a dick about it. Yeah, Ricky's group outside now. Fuck this knob. Yeah. Hi, David. I feel to... I always find it weird that people in life place so much energy and time into things that are completely irrelevant. You know what I mean? Like, why care about stuff that doesn't matter? Yeah, back to crypto. Back to cryptocurrency. Hi, Chris. So, as I was saying before, I'll kind of summarize what I was saying before. I think it's hard not to bite, yeah. What I was saying before, HiveOS looks okay. I think it looks okay. I've got one rig running on it. I'm going to let it run for a few days. I'm going to mess around with it. But to be honest, there isn't much to it as far as what you can do and what you can't do. It's pretty simple the way it's all set up. And maybe in some regard, that's the best thing about it, is the fact that it is simple and it just works. If you're doing a lot of tweaking and you're jumping around pools and you're doing all the, you know, profit mining and doing different things, or you're using custom scripts, maybe that isn't the best solution. But I'm going to test it for a few more days, guys, and then I'll see, you know, how it goes. What's the ETA on Awesome Miner for Linux? Patrick, I was speaking to Patrick from Awesome Miner about a week ago. Hi, Julio. Hi, S. Furman. I was speaking to Patrick a week ago, and he mentioned that, I didn't bring up in a video because I didn't know if this was something that was public, but he said that, I think he mentioned August in his video. I think he mentioned that, excuse me, I think he mentioned that August was when he was trying, I think he said it would actually run on HiveOS. You could actually run it through that. Hi, King. Yeah, Gary, I'll do a video on HiveOS in a few days. I'm running it right now. I've got one rig on it out of 4. So I've got one rig running. And it's running okay. So I'll wait a few days. World Cup's on at the weekend. I'm being realistic. I probably won't have time. Thanks, King. Hi, Scott. I've got some OCD friends. I posted a picture when I replaced 2 of the light bulbs, which were drastically different. It's like those people that you meet who don't shake hands because they go, it's disgusting, it's disgusting. You're like, right, okay. I'm not sure if he is working with HiveOS about that, but to be honest, you would just need a you could probably just run it from Ubuntu. I don't think Awesome Miner runs on Ubuntu or Ubuntu, however you pronounce that. Russell, with the rising cost and usage of power, is mining even going to be legal in the coming years? I heard that if BTC keeps going up, that they could use the entire world's power supply by 2021. I think we will see some changes as far as how things are. I mean, as things go forward, ASIC mining machines could be more efficient and all that. I don't know. I think it will be a hot topic, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, things are going to, over the next 3 or 4 years, things are going to change so much because of, you know, adoption and regulation. Once Samsung gets into the market, the crypto mining market could be flipped on its head. Gary Gillard said, it's disgusting to shake hands. I always carry hand gel. Well, that's the thing. I find I disagree with that. But I mean, some people are really paranoid about things like that. I found it was more common in America when I was there. But it doesn't seem to be a big thing in the UK. Hi, Chris. Tell us more about buying HashPower. Mining is not profitable. I've done a few videos. I did one on Nice Hash and I did one on mining rig rentals. Is there anything that you've got, any questions you've got about it? As far as, you know, anything you want me to clarify? So King is building his first rig, RX 580. That's good. That's kind of the way that I look at a lot of this as well, is that mining is the best way to learn a lot of the technical stuff in the background with cryptocurrency. But I do know at one point I'm going to maybe have to take a break and get more involved in the trading side of things. I don't know. You hear different different opinions on that as well. A lot of people saying that day trading is for suckers. You're better just buying coins and hodling them for long term and then selling later. I want to understand the positioning my bids better. I mean, that's one of the it's quite hard to do though. The way that Nice Hash is designed, that you can go up as much as you want, but you can only bring your bid down by, what is it, 0.01 increments. So yeah, I don't know, because it's one of those things. It depends how urgent it is. If you want to mine a coin, and you definitely need to mine over the next 24 hours, say for example it's a new coin before it gets launched officially, I don't know, some sort of situation like that, I would say that you'd be better just to pay whatever it is you have to pay to get the hash power. But if you're mining a coin long term, like Ethereum or something like that, maybe you just put in your bid as low as possible and then just let it spike whenever you get the low bids in. Yeah, I've heard of proof of stake. Dave Tech saying, do you see a future for your kids and grandkids? Then mine, otherwise don't. In fact, have I got that? Talking about a messy room. Just a very quick for Dave Tech that's watching. See that microphone I recommended you, mate? This is it here. That's it there. The Q2U. The benefit of that one, if you can see, is it's got a USB port at the back, so you can use this as a USB port, or you can use it as an XLR connection. And this is the Shure SM58. Now this one is probably twice the price of that, but it's got an XLR connection. But what I would say about this one is, because it's the most popular microphone in the world, you can pick them up second hand pretty good, and these things are built to last. You know, this one my little brother gave me. He bought it in the early 90s, and it works great. Still works great. See, I couldn't have done that if my room wasn't messy. Hi, Michael. Kevin, do you know anyone who can change the energy meter so you can get free electricity? I do, actually. Someone did offer me it. Yeah, I do. I'm not going to say more than that, but someone did offer me it. I mean, I know a few electricians. Yeah, I never wanted to go down that route, though. I always wanted to do it legally, and I wouldn't want to, do anything like that. King says, I've heard of the RX 580 Sapphire Special Edition Nitro, and they're much more stable. No issues with it when it comes to stability and ice on that, guys. Any advice on that, guys? I really don't know much about AMD cars other than what I learned when I was, trying to buy some last year. I don't know much about them. I know that you can change things in the BIOS and really get more out of them. Something that you don't really do in Windows for NVIDIA cards. Pass it through has to be an app for that coming teleporter version, right? Yeah, what you need is Dave, you need a dynamic microphone. You need a dynamic microphone, because a dynamic microphone will allow you to talk away like that. So I can keep talking, you won't hear it. If you had a condenser mic, it would be picking up all the noise in the room, which is sometimes what you want. And if you've got 2 or 3 people in the room, that's what you'd want. But for your styles of videos where you're doing tutorials and you're showing people things, you really want a dynamic mic where you can bring it to you. When you don't want to talk, you push it away, you bring it back. So yeah, I would go for a dynamic microphone. And that's a very good starter mic. I'm not saying it's the best mic on the market. It certainly isn't. But it's a good starter mic, and it's a good backup mic. So I don't regret it. If anyone ever come in and they wanted to do like an interview with me and they were sitting here, they could use one of those mics. Chris says, have you found a way to spot algorithms that are spiking in hash power? No. This is an area where I still need to learn more, because I've been in Discord groups where people are talking about these things, and they're talking about, look at the hash power, and they're analyzing things, but not. I mean, I can see spikes if I'm following a pool and I'm following the network hash rate and I'm really tracking things. I can see spikes, but unless I'm really just looking for it that day, then I wouldn't notice anything being wrong. So only when you really examine the pools and you look at the blocks and all that, you see anything's wrong. About time I got some AMD cards. Yeah, I could. I mean, I wouldn't rule out ever building an AMD rig. Ah, that's pretty cool. Ads, I didn't know you can mix AMD and NVIDIA cards in the same rig. Best of luck with it, Dave. I think you get a USB cable and an XLR cable in it, so it's pretty good. Michael Cole saying Nick Patel's book is amazing. He shares a strategy specific to catching big waves. I'm off to read it in the sun shortly. Yeah, I still need to get around to buying a tablet so I can sit and read books. I'm on Discord as Kev's Crypto channel. You'll see me in the Safecoin Discord. That's if you go to the Safecoin Discord, you'll see me in there. You should do marketing for him. Have you looked into the new Acorn M2 adapters to increase mining hash rates? Yeah, I did a video about it today. I still don't know if it's worthwhile though. I still don't know. I think I don't know, because like for example, it says it can double the hash rate of a 1060, but is it? Some people were saying it only worked for 1 or 2 cards. If it doubled the hash rate of say 8 1060s, $300 if you double the hash rate or something like that, I think that'd be a good buy. But if it only doubles 1 card, then you're obviously better just buying an extra card. So I don't know. I'm going to have to reserve judgment just now until we see what the tests are like. I emailed them and said, hey, you know, I'd be happy to test it and do tests on my channel, but I don't know if they would allow someone with such a messy room to do that. I'll see what they say though. I'll see what they say. I mean, I think if they, I think if they're legit, they'll want people like myself to test it and give people reports on what it's like. But there isn't even an option to buy yet. I've got no problem buying it. But ideally, I'd like to get it before, you know, a week before everyone else, so I can do some tests on it and let everyone know. Gary saying, which AMD card would you go for? I mean, I don't know much about it, Gary. I've not really been looking into it. I think the Vega 64 and 56 are the main ones, so I'd probably look at those. Again, it comes down to prices. It comes down to what prices you can pick up these cards. There was a point last year when I think it was a 64 or something. It was dropped in price down to £500 in the UK. And I was building an NVIDIA rig, so I didn't see any sense of buying one. But a few weeks later, it jumped up to like £1,000. Yeah, AMD cards are fantastic, and you know, NVIDIA was always like an Equihash kind of card, but AMD was great, Kryptonite and Ethereum and all these other algorithms. King's saying, guys, anyone know what about the Monero GUI wallet? Is it safer than a paper wallet or hardware wallet? What's your advice on keeping large amounts? Ideally, what you want to do is buy a hardware wallet. Buy something like that, where you can store your hardware. You want 2FA, ideally. You want 2FA so that you can protect it. And then put that in a safe, or put it in a safe place where no one can find it. As I say, I'm not 100% sold in the Acorn. Personally, I think due to the limitation of working with 1 to 2 cards. Well, I don't know if that's actually true or not. I don't know if that's true. I was just going by what people were saying in Discord. If that is true, I don't think it's worth it. But if it does the whole rig, then it could be worth it. Even if it was a 30-40% boost for like 8 GPUs, that could work out pretty well. But again, it comes back to, you know, if you buy 2 of those for 2 rigs, you could have the money to buy a Z9 Mini. which again could be a doorstop soon, but you have to look at your alternatives. If you want to game through though NVIDIA is much better. It's kind of funny how AMD is just kind of given up the ghost and just didn't really care about gamers. Michael's saying that regardless of the cult of Monero, it may be worth considering that the coin has the same problem as fiat. Endless inflation, not good for speculative investments, perhaps. What's the total supply for Monero? What's the total supply for it? Yeah. The thing is, you can just install your wallets in a USB flash drive and encrypt it with BitLocker or something like that. But you have to remember as well, though, that when you actually plug in your USB drive into a computer, a laptop, or anything that's connected to the internet, there is always a risk that there's malware or spyware or a bot or something there, and that's where 2FA comes in. If you've got two-factor authentication, you can eliminate any kind of risk of bots or malware or any kind of hackers getting your funds. And I think that's the main point of a 2FA hardware device. It's not, because, excuse me, you can just install your wallets on a USB drive, but what happens if you install it on a computer, it's connected to the internet, and it's got any problems there, any malware or anything like that. I think the risk of that is low. If you've got a really old laptop that you don't use, format it, don't ever use it, and then just install your wallet on that. Once take it from your USB drive and transfer over the DAT files. That could be a safe way of doing it. There's still a risk, and that's where hardware wallets come in. But yeah, someone said that yesterday, Chris, as far as HashPower for rendering. I saw a few coins that are trying to do this as well, where they're trying to, integrate cryptocurrency with rendering. But I don't know. I've not tried it myself. It'd be interesting for me to check that, to see what. Does anyone know what the actual payment rates are like for rendering? Because I think this is something that's going to be becoming more popular. Like movie studios can use it for everyone to help render, videos and movies and all that. Yeah, that's what I was asking, King. What's the total supply of Monero? I can have a look for that if you want. Monero total supply. Right. This person says, Monero is a bit different than Bitcoin about money supply. Once the total number of Monero will reach 18.3 million, then money supply will stop decreasing and stay at a constant rate of 0.3 Monero per minute. This is meant to provide incentive to secure the blockchain even after the 18.3 million coins will be distributed. Know that it's a constant amount, so it'll be about 1% the first year and it will reduce every year, but it will never reach zero. So yeah, that so that's 18.3 million, but every year there's going to be more coins added. So inflation would be occurring, but I guess that's kind of controlled inflation. It's going to be pretty limited. What would that be every year? I'd have to work it out, but you're just talking a couple of percent every year. Dave's got an Exodus wallet on his laptop, statistically set up, no gateway unless I manually enable it. Or statically. I read that. I read that statistically. Statically set up, so no gateway unless I manually enable it. Yeah, I mean, I put things in USB drives, and I'm going to start using hardware wallets as well. I've had this for like a month or two, unboxed it, and I still haven't reviewed it. So this is something I need to tackle next week. I need to show you guys how this works because I don't know myself. I'll bring this website up again for people to read. So Ricky is saying, do you think the Acorn power usage will be cost effective in the long run? It seems to pump the power usage by 50%. If you look at their graph, they're saying the power usage here goes up 15%, 8%. So it's like 10 to 15%. This one's 20%, but you are getting 3.35 times. That's pretty significant. I don't know. I mean, again, this comes down to testing, because you know yourself, whenever you buy anything online, you know, you buy a phone and they will say that it gets a certain amount of battery life. You get home, you're not getting that battery life. And with these things, you have to take it with a pinch of salt. Obviously, you've got companies like Bitmain that kind of always underestimate what you're going to get. So, I don't know. Maybe they are being prudent with their figures. Gary Gillard, I was told by an insider trader that it will fall due to its bad performances. That just sounds like... Hey, should I even answer that? That's just silly. That's just silly. Bad performances. Does the insider trader know what's happening in the background? Did they expand on that, Gary? I'll let you expand on that. Expand on that and let me know exactly what he was talking about, because bad performances. What do you expect for a coin that's 3 months old? Michael's saying, it depends how you're looking at it. If you want a coin as an investment, having continuous devaluing is bad when most coins are not like that. Monero, anyone who screws Bitmain the way they did gets my support. Besides that, I've been a processor mining all my Red Hat servers over a year. Command line, that's why they're on anyways. Electra, look, I don't think I've looked at Electra, have I? Ah, no gateway equals no internet. Right. Sorry, I thought you meant just like disabling it or something, because you can like remove files, remove core files, and then just add it back with USB. Yes, he has very good contacts with Safecoin management. You're being very vague, Gary. Who are you talking about? Safecoin management? I'm part of the Safecoin team, and I completely disagree with that. So, I know what's coming. I've got an idea of what's coming in the future, and I know that certain things are going to pump the price of the coin. Now, I'm not the kind of channel that tells you when to buy a coin or when it's going to pump and all that, and I never want to be a shill. But just saying that coin is terrible, it's got bad management, is ridiculous. I would say, in defense of Jeff, he's actually one of the only founders that's actually out there doing interviews, and he's, you know, not only, you know, I know there's some like, you know, certain coins where the founder is taking part in interviews, but there's so many new projects today, and they're all founded by anonymous people. You don't know who they are. They could just leave, and you don't know what's happening. But maybe you'll say I'm a shell. I don't know. In comparison to XMR, Bitcoin Private only has 3% maximum inflation. But Bitcoin Private only, you know, has like 20 million coins that aren't even... Now, what's it got? It's like, I think there's only actual 3 or 4 million coins that are actually being used, and the rest are, you know, just going to be, you know, burned up eventually, but they're not burning it up. Hi, Stipple. The topic today is random. Hi, Richard. He says it has a bad marketing department and will not gain enough social media attention for it to drive up value. Well, I'm involved in the marketing, so he's insulting me now. The problem is, Jeff doesn't have to be a good promoter. He doesn't have to be a good promoter. This is the thing. All you have to do, if you're a founder of a coin, what you should be doing is delegating people who are better at things that you can't do. Be it development, be it, you know, social media, be it website design. I think, you know, at the end of the day though, Gary, if that's what you believe, fine, don't buy the coin. You know, don't invest in the coin, don't mine the coin. Everyone's got different opinions. There's certain coins I've said that I don't like, and a lot of you guys have mined it, or you've bought the coins, and maybe you've made some money from it as well. So Anything leveraging Zcash is promise. I'll bring up CoinMarketCap and we'll see what's... I have a feeling that Gary Guy is Charles from earlier. What, were they on at the same time? Were they? They weren't actually. Here's the thing though. I get this a lot. And any YouTuber will get this. People say that sucks or that's poor, that's what, and then you go, why? You go, because it's bad, and you go, no, explain why. And then you go, and you know they can't explain why. A lot of the time, people are just regurgitating what someone else has said, saying that, you know, this guy's saying that Safecoin doesn't have a good marketing department. The coin is 3 months old, but yeah, I do think he's bordering on trolling now. So I'm going to stop biting. It is fishing season. Yeah, looking at Gary. Well, why are you taking right now? You're just trolling. You're saying he says. Who is your friend's name? Bring him on. In fact, if you want, I'll set up my webcam just now. Bring on your friend. Skype interview. I will talk to him right now. Right now, get your friend. Phone your friend up. I'll give you my Skype username. I'll set up my webcam right now, and you can call up and you can explain what you're saying. Because right now, what you're doing is vague. What you're saying is just vague. Stand up, man. Got to stand up for your beliefs. Shots fired. That's the thing, though. A lot of people will just start posting, you know, things, and they'll say, "Oh, it's this or it's that." I don't think there's any foundation of what Gary's saying. You know what? And I do respect the fact that some people have different opinions, but I don't. If there's no foundation, you know, it's just posting crap, basically. You know, it's just trolling. But everything you've said there is very vague. He's using the same business strategy. Yeah, you're right, Dave. He's just trolling. A lot of people are quite happy with the Chroma now. It's really gaining popularity. It's really going up in popularity. Sorry. What's your opinion of BTNX BitNexus? Never heard of it. What's that about? He doesn't do interviews. What's his name then? So, you know, if he's so passionate about this, why doesn't he come on and talk to me about it? Let's be honest, guys. The most exciting thing about Safecoin is I'm part of the team, and I'm also modest. I'll be honest, guys. There's a lot of smart people on the Safecoin team. A lot of people that are a lot smarter than me. I'm bullish about it because of that. But hey, if someone doesn't think that way, fine. But if you're going to level criticism at coins, guys, please at least have some sort of please stick to facts. I realize that Safecoin isn't for everyone. Any small coins that you're mining, perhaps that might have a bright future? Not really. There's a few coins that were on my radar. I mined a couple of coins. I had a look at Motion Project last week. I mined it for like a day. But the problem is, the problem with Motion Project, when I went into the project, it's a Masternodes coin, and I don't like the fact that they've asked for money for Masternodes. That's one thing I don't like. You know, they've asked for Masternodes on the very start of the project. But this is what happens with every Masternodes coin. The price is set. They say, oh, it's 0.2 Bitcoin for whatever. You know, how many 10,000 coins or whatever. And then all the initial adopters start dumping their coins. And when I went into the Discord, everyone was panicking about the price. And it's only like week 1 or week 2 of the project, and they're all panicking about the price. And I think people are yeah. So I was a little bit disheartened by that, because it just seems like another pump and dump type coin. It might not be, but I don't like these people that are selling a huge amount of coins at the very start of a project, especially when they also do a pre-mine or they've got a developer fee. It's like, you know, double dipping. His information may be unreliable because he gets a lot by anonymous tips. That's not even anonymous tips though. Saying that it's badly managed. How do you know if it's badly managed? You don't know what the management team is. You don't know what's going on in the background. Saying it's a bad marketing, you don't know what's happening in the background or the partnerships that are being made. So basically, Gary, you are trolling. At this point, I realize you're trolling, but I'll bite anyway. But what you're saying basically is this guy, this anonymous guy who doesn't want to speak to anyone, who's anonymous, got relation from other people who also want to remain anonymous. So your anonymous friend who wants to remain anonymous has got information from another anonymous party, and they are part of the US government, because apparently the US government knows about the insides of a cryptocurrency project. So now we're getting crypto tips from the US government, some part of the NSA. Can you advise me why? Here's a question. Here's a question, Gary. Serious question. Why is the American government and the NSA worried about a coin and a project that is registered in Canada? I think we've caught you out, man. I think we've caught you out. Man, if you're gonna troll me, do better than that. This is the thing though, guys. You know, if you're going to come on, I think I'll always respect people having different opinions from me, because there's a lot of you guys that watch these streams that are smarter than me. I know that you know a lot more about crypto, you know a lot more about development, things like that. Thanks, Michael. Great to see you again. There's a lot of you guys that know a lot more than me, and it's good. We have a lot of discussions where we have completely opposite points of view. Ads, for example, has been convincing me to use HiveOS for a long time, and I can see why he likes it. There's things I like about it, things that I don't. But I think what I'm seeing, and it's not just in YouTube videos and not just in YouTube comments area, what I'm seeing a lot in Discord groups, and where people claim trolls or they claim fear or FUD and all that kind of stuff. But I'll see people in Discord groups, right? And I've been in a Discord group and I've asked about a coin and I've asked legitimate questions about a project, and people will start claiming, you know, fear, FUD, you're just trying to drive down the price of the coin. And I'm like, these are legitimate questions. But I've also been into a Discord group where people start crapping on another coin, just any random coin, and there's absolutely zero facts there. They're just saying, oh, that coin sucks. Why does it suck? Oh, it's just poor. Why? Well, the price went down. Every other coin went down. Does that mean those coins suck as well? Yeah, so I think if you're going to level any criticism, positive or negative criticism or anything like that, a coin, I think you need to back up by facts. And I think what you're doing, Gary, and you know anyone like that, is that you start shouting crap and you start posting crap and you start throwing mud at a coin or a project or someone else, and you've got absolutely zero facts to back anything up. You're just going by hearsay, and hearsay in the crypto world will lose you money. No worries, Gary. Thanks for watching. If you're going to mine SafeCoin or any other 1445 coin, Chris, you should use EWBF miner. Use EWBF. In fact, I'll find you the name of it. In fact, what I'll do is actually I'll get a link to the page for you, so you can. So this is for, who was asking there? Was it Chris? Yep, that's for Chris. So this is the miner that you want. EWBF CUDA Equihash miner version 0.3. This is the one you want. There is one for AMD cards called LOL miner. But apparently it's not that good. The NSA have successfully taken down Bitcoin. No need to be rude. You know what, Gary? I think there's every right to be rude. You're just posting nonsense now. So please, if you're going to sit up at the grown-ups table, please, you know, stop posting, you know, just trash. Yeah, ads has helped me with a few things as well. Ads actually helped me solve my problem with HiveOS today. Thanks for that. By the way, thanks for that, C. I really do appreciate it. As I said earlier, the only thing that I had was I had minus 1445 as the algo, and then I had like the hyphen minus for pairs Safecoin. And when I use it, you know, I was just copying and pasting from Awesome Miner, but obviously with HiveOS, you don't need that. You don't need that hyphen. You just write pairs Safecoin, and that was all that was causing the problem. So the kind of weird thing though was that I was still getting accepted shares, but I just wasn't, you know, getting credit for it. Gary, you're saying you're relaying information you heard. You haven't relayed any information. You're saying that this anonymous guy who is anonymous, wants to remain anonymous, has got anonymous tips who wants to remain anonymous, and those people are in the American government. You're just talking nonsense. Listen, if anyone wants to criticize Safecoin in this video, you are 100% more than free to do so. But stick to facts. There's a lot of things that coin and other coins that don't have. At the end of the day, guys, I can't defend something that can't be defended. If there's a problem with Safecoin, if there was a hack, or if there was any other problem, I'd be the first to, you know, warn you guys, or I'd be the first to say, be careful, guys. It just shows you though, see, there's so much in cryptocurrency though, it's just based on rumors and hearsay and people talking crap without anything to really back it up. So Hive does a benchmark but makes you pick one coin or algo. What do you mean, Dave? It doesn't. I don't believe it does any benchmarking. Chris, what hash rate are you getting with 1060s with Safecoin? Right, I'll show you that just now. Right, so if I pull this up. So, Chris, if you can see here, this is a 1060 rig. You can see I'm getting 20, 19, 21 and all that, right? But it's worth pointing out, I've got these at about 55%, 60% power. I've really taken down the power draw. I've really taken down the power draw. So I've got it down about 60 watts. Really reduced the power. And if I had to run them, I think before I was running them at 80% power and I had like the overclock and all that, and I was getting 24, 25 sols. But I removed that, I dropped the power down, I've reduced my watts, and I'm getting about 20, 21. So I have reduced my hash rate, but I'm saving myself a lot of power. If you had to just run it stock, you're probably talking 25, maybe even 26, depends on how you overclock it. Yeah, HiveOS isn't really good for profit switching. Hi, Rocky. I actually referenced you earlier. Actually, we were talking about the Acorn things. We're talking about the Acorn things. So reference yourself because you were saying that they're limited to, like, they can only apply to 1 or 2 cards. As far as benchmarking goes, in HiveOS, in its defense, I would say that the benchmarking in Awesome Miner, I don't find it that useful, if I'm honest, because the way the Awesome Miner works, like, you can set up an Awesome Miner and you can benchmark different things through the tools area, but The problem is it doesn't remember your GPU settings. So you can say a benchmark for Ethereum or Equihash or x16R or whatever, and you'll say, okay, that's the benchmark. But it doesn't tell you what your GPU settings were at the time. So if you do a lot of tweaking with your GPUs and all that, it's kind of irrelevant. It's, you know, the easiest thing is just to save a document in your computer, or just write it down on a piece of paper, your GPU settings, your power settings, your memory clock, your core clock. Write down the algorithm, write down the power usage, and then write down the hash rate. That is the best way to do it. And so it's not something I miss in HiveOS, if I'm honest. Yeah, if you've got any questions, Chris, ask myself or Sia. Rocky MTN Miner, he's on SafeCoin as well. I was going to say he's quite knowledgeable. He's very knowledgeable. Rocky was helping me with my tweaking of MSI Afterburner, and I was bringing down my power the other night. So there's a lot of knowledgeable people in the SafeCoin Discord. A lot of people smarter than me. You'll definitely get help there if you're unsure about getting set up. Yeah, I've done the same, Stipple. I've just I've dropped the power in all my cards because electricity is taking such a huge percentage of my earnings. It's a good thing about Hive versus Windows. I can set my Hive rig mining and come back in a year and it will still be mining. No one can say the same about a Windows solution. Until they can, I'm still with it. I can't even argue with you there. I really can't. Honestly, I can't. Like, I love Awesome Miner, and I'm really looking forward to it being available on Linux. But from a Windows point of view, I've always liked Windows. I'll be honest, the first 3 or 4 months of me mining, or first 4 or 5 months, Windows was fine. I didn't run into any major problems. But over the last 2 or 3 months, Windows has been an absolute nightmare. And updates and Windows Defender and all that it's making it borderline unusable. The fact that rigs will go down so often. It doesn't matter if you do what you're supposed to do as far as exclusions and all that go. Does it make you pick an algo? Does it suggest them you're overclocking built in until MSI Afterburner? Hold on and I'll show you. As I said, I'm going to do a dedicated video about HiveOS so I can show you how it all works. If you go here, you can set up overclocking profiles. This is the one that I've set up for SafeCoin. In fact, I've went to the wrong one. That's your channel there, Dave. I was going to share that with people. I'll share it in a second. This is my overclocking settings on HiveOS. So I've got +145, -502 for the memory. I've not set anything for the fan, so it's just kind of set a auto. But I've got power limit at 60. Now, as you can see, I could have just called that NVIDIA 1060s, but I like to always write down what it's there so that if I've got a lot of different GPU settings, I can quickly change to the one that I want without having to go into each one and seeing what it is. But when you're in your rigs, you go to your rigs. If I go there, so this will show my rigs, and I can just go in NVIDIA OC, and I can, you know, apply overclocking settings to them. So there's different things you can do there. But where I've set it up in the rigs, in fact, in the wallets, actually, what I've done is in my wallet, when down, I've got there, and I've just set the overclocking profile so that whenever the wallet is applied, it applies. Well, it's actually changed the wallet. That's a little bit annoying sometimes when you've not actually changed anything. That's going to clear that and then start it up again. Yeah, so it works okay. It's really good how it works, and I think Sia is putting out a really interesting, if I can talk, a really interesting point there. The main point being that Windows doesn't just run. And I think he's right what he's saying. I'd be happy to leave my rigs for a couple of weeks running on HiveOS. Whereas with Windows, there's bound to be an update. There's bound to be a Windows Defender issue. There's bound to be some problem that comes up. as I said, just to kind of go back to what I was saying there, I kind of showed you before. Dave Tech, who's asking questions there. This is Dave Tech's YouTube. I can't talk today. I really can't talk. This is Dave Tech's YouTube channel. Check it out, guys. He does a lot of videos. He's been doing a lot of awesome miner tutorials recently. And as we were discussing it earlier, he's going to buy a new mic as well. So he's upgrading his setup. Give him some support. So I need to do a power comment round because I'm way behind. Right, where are we? Am I still mining Ravencoin? No, I'm not. I stopped mining Ravencoin a few months ago, and then I actually sold my coins about a month or so ago. Sorry, I disagree. Yes, it does remember, and precise is important. Dave, are you talking about the overclocking? I'm going back to like 5 minutes ago because I'm catching up with comments. You can have EM interface with Afterburner, but it requires... Yeah, I've got the paid version. I've got the one that's $170, and I pay $10 a month for the cloud service. So, in fact, I'd have to show you... So, Snipple, you were talking there... if I jump over to this, so if you look down here, you can see I go to GPU settings and I can adjust my GPU settings there. So these are my 1080 Ti's. I've got 60%. I don't know if I've got that. I might have to restart remote service. No, that one's set up as well. 55%. I've got my 1060s at. So I can control those all there. What I would say about that though is that sometimes MSI remote service is a little bit funny, and if you restart your rig, sometimes it defaults to what MSI did. You know, if your default MSI setup, you restart your rig. When it comes back on, it should be going to the settings that Awesome Miner applies, but sometimes it will maybe change to a different MSI Afterburner profile. So it seems to give MSI priority when you restart your computer. So generally speaking, I just go into MSI Afterburner and I just change it manually. Have I got any Masternodes? Not yet. No. I'm going to keep an eye on Snowgem. I think they've got Masternodes. I know a lot of people have been talking about Acroma as a good coin for Masternodes. Oh, you were just talking about Acroma. But I think Masternodes is a good investment if you pick the right project. That's the way that I view it. Yeah, Rocky, I have MSI Afterburner remote service, and I've put it into my default applications for Windows to start up when you start it up. But for whatever reason, it doesn't launch every time. When I googled this problem and I was trying to figure out what was going on, I saw some other people who had the same issue. So maybe it's been fixed in a new version. I don't know. Does the profit switching in Awesome Miner work reliably? Fairly reliably. I think it does, yeah. I used to have... The way I used to have it set up, I used to have an Equihash pool. And I had an Equihash pool with several different coins. And what I was doing was just switching between the most profitable one every 5 minutes. But what I found was, after a week or two of doing that, rather than having one big bag of coins, I had several coins. And all of a sudden, I now need to trade several coins. And it became a pain in the ass. It really did become a pain in the ass, because you're like, oh, I've only got $10 there, right, I'll send it to that exchange. Or I've only got $30 there, I need to send it to that exchange. It from an administration kind of point of view and a trading point of view, it became a pain. So I try and focus more on one coin and just mine it for a while. Rocky says they get 15 Windows 10 rigs that have been running solid over a year. I think my longest I had was 2 or 3 months with Windows and they hadn't been down. Does Amazon provide any warranty for GPUs? You should get 2 years for warranties for a graphics card. Most companies offer 2 years. No problem, Dave. Anytime. Masternodes are a pyramid scheme. I think it depends how they're implemented, because all the new coins I've got masternodes, I think by and large 99% of them are pyramid schemes. They're pump and dump schemes where if you get in there, you get in there early. But if you look at coins like Zencash and things like that, a lot of people aren't considering masternodes for that because the returns are low. But if you look at the actual purpose of them as far as securing things and giving a return to people that invested in them, I always kind of look at Zencash as the example of what I would like to see implemented in coins that I've invested in. You have to destroy Defender. Defender Control. You did recommend that to me, didn't you, Rocky? Do you think it's safe just to run a Windows rig without any kind of malware, anti-malware application running? You think that's okay? That's great, Cole. Let me know how you got on, Cole. I'd love to hear how you got on with the Z9 Minis. So Rocky's saying if it's just a mining rig, you shouldn't have any problems as far as bots and all that kind of thing. Thing is, you would, when you think about it, on my rigs, I don't have any sensitive information whatsoever. All it's doing is just mining for me. And if the actual mining setup is controlled from another computer, there isn't a massive risk. You'd actually see the hash rate going down anyway, wouldn't you? Yeah, I mean, I could clear my mining rigs and I wouldn't lose anything. Nothing on them. BitNexus is 2-level masternodes. Well, I don't know. I mean, Zencash has got a tiered masternode system as well. So, I don't know. So, this is the coin that Captain Happy is talking about. Bitcoin nodes. So, let's see the website. Open source, X16S, multi-level masternodes. 100% ASIC resistant. Community driven. Standard masternode 10,000 BTNX, get 50% of block rewards. Super masternode, how can you get 200% of a block reward? What does that even mean? How would that work? Documents, is there a white paper? So there's no white paper. Absolutely no white paper. Roadmap. So there's no white paper. There's no white paper. There's no roadmap. And are they selling masternodes? No? What do you think, guys? You think they're selling them? Don't think they are. Coin supply, 4.1 million coins per year, 21 million in 5 years. Block time, 150 seconds. They don't seem to be selling anything here, which, compared to all the other coins out there, is good. How can you have 200%? How can you have 200% of a block reward? One of the videos I did recently, I talked about the fact that all these coins are being launched and it's all about masternodes. It's all about making money. It's all about giving you return. And there's actually no vision. There's no explanation as to what the actual purpose of the coin is. There's no roadmap and there's no white paper to say this was designed for gamers to, trade currency, to buy tokens for their games. This was designed for the car industry. This was designed for the engineering industry. This was designed for the oil industry. No, this one's designed to make you money. This is the problem with all the coins that I'm reading just now. There's absolutely no vision. There's absolutely no end game. in long term, you know, if there's no real world implementation in any of these coins, then it is just a pyramid scheme, really. If there's no end result of how the coin is actually going to be used. No problem, Chris. Sorry I missed you there. Thanks for watching. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I'm asking too much, guys. I'm asking too much for a coin to actually have a purpose. Right, Turbo Round with the comments are miles behind. Right, does that mean that Dash Masternodes are a pyramid scheme? Dash is like a good coin. Do I have a video about Masternodes? I've not got any videos as a tutorial showing you how to install Masternodes. It's not something I've done yet, but I've did a lot of videos about Masternodes and given my thoughts on it. I did one a few days ago. That looks scammy as hell. Multi-level Masternodes, aka multi-level marketing scam. That website would take 30 minutes to create. You say BTNX is scam. I don't know if, well, you need to remember that it's not a terrible website. It's definitely not as flashy as other ones out there, but the problem I've got is that there's no actual, like, why is there no roadmap? Why is there no white paper? You know, why are these things not actually prepared? There's no, all they're doing is just, you know, punting coins. So look, look at this, right? I'm not saying this is a scam. I'm not saying it's a scam. I don't know enough about the coin. I've not been in the Discord or spoke to anyone. But why the hell is this on exchanges when they don't have a roadmap or a white paper? Tell me that. They need to get the white paper there. They need to get a roadmap. They need to tell people what the coin is about. And yet this is on an exchange. Yeah, I don't agree with that. Hi, Brit VR. Is this of Chinese origin? I don't know actually. I'll find that out just now. It looks like Germany. Is it? I think. Well, that's just the host. Yeah, it looks like that was just the host. BitNexus, next generation Bitcoin node. IP location. That's just a server. That's Germany. Sorry. I don't know. You can't see the HiveOS information, so I don't know. How about a coin that is used to buy and sell consumer goods and services? I know, it's asking a bit much, isn't it? Yeah, it could be legit. I mean, this is the thing. You know, I'm criticizing them for that, but for me, I don't like to see projects, you know, trying to sell the coin before they've done anything. They should have a white paper. They should have a roadmap. They should be explaining to people, where is this coin going to be in 6 months? Where's it going to be in a year? What is the purpose of the coin? Is it just another cryptocurrency? What's it doing differently? Has it got lower fees? Is it better privacy? The only focus here, if you look at it, is, well, it's saying fast transactions, but it's X16S, but there doesn't seem to be anything here that they're stressing that they're doing differently. It's just more of the same. I don't know. I'm looking for coins that have got a purpose. Does it not cost thousands or if not millions just to get listed on an exchange? There are some of the newer exchanges out there that aren't charging a lot. Some of the ones that are crap, like Cryptopia, charge a lot of money, like a few Bitcoin, I think. How about a coin to pay taxes? Yeah, that'd be good. A Vivo Masternode, goodbye, and Pearl. Tax coin. Actually up to date with the comments, kind of. I probably missed a lot of your comments. I do apologise. Okay, comments. Captain Happy, exactly my thoughts. BTNX is some things working, but I agree it just doesn't have use case. And I'll talk about Masternode profits just alerting me after you talked about the Masternode scams. There was what's that project? Is it Stim? A few people, what's it called? Yellow Fever Martin is his username. He kept saying you should give it a try, you should give it a try. And when I looked at the website, I was like, the white paper and everything else, it doesn't actually it doesn't actually have any purpose. They don't actually tell you what the coin is for. All the white paper and all that does is talk about your Masternode returns, and that to me smells like a pyramid scheme. It smells like a pump and dump scheme. So I don't know. I mean, there's always that incentive or that attraction where you want to get involved in a coin day one and try and make some money, but you are becoming part of the problem. Just you want to get your coins in and you want to dump it. It's like pump and dump coins. I reckon if I had to go back and review one of these live streams in 6 months time, I reckon if I had to go back to my live stream and looked at all the coins and all the white papers that I looked at, I reckon at least half of those projects will be dead. At least half. And it's a little bit disappointing that is the case, but there's money to be made as well, though. This is the thing. There's money to be made by mining these shit coins. There is money to be made. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah, I would love to do a live stream with you. Do you have a YouTube channel? See if you do. So, I'll just bring your channel up. This is Brett Via's channel. And you can see Ethereum Alliance. So, it's a crypto channel by the looks of it. New ASIC Z9. Yeah, I'd be more than happy to do. I'd be more than happy to do a video with you. Heck, if you wanted to just jump on Skype just now, I'd be happy for you to join in. I'd have to set up my webcam, but you can join me in a live stream, or I can drop by your channel. We can chat about some things. That's something I like to do more. YouTubers seem to be the obvious choice as far as bringing people on to talk in my live streams, or for me to participate in someone else's live stream. I'd like to get some of you guys on. I'd love for some of you guys to just come in, phone in. I know Aaron did it once. He phoned up. I'd love for you guys to take part and give me your side of give me your opinion on things. So we can definitely work something out, Brett. If today doesn't suit, we can definitely talk about maybe set up a different stream, another live stream. In fact, I'll post a link to your channel. This is Rocky saying shitcoins are a huge risk. I think there are people making money as far as just pumping and dumping every day, getting into coins at day one and all that. I've been out, like, you guys don't know, if you hang out in Discord, you'll get approached by these spam links, and a lot of people are doing invitation bounties, and I get it a lot as well because I've got a YouTube channel, and I saw, yeah, I got a couple this week where people would say, hey, join this one, it's day one, and then you drop by, you look at the website, you look at the white paper, garbage, it's just a pump and dump scam, and everyone's talking about, you know, we're going to make so much money with this, but yeah, I do agree with that. I do agree with that, Rocky. If you are concerned about it, then you should probably sell. Long term, though, I'm trying to get behind projects I believe in. I have been behind the Safecoin project, but obviously, you know, it would be good for me to diversify. I do want to look at other projects. If I wasn't trying to reduce my the temperature in this room and my overall power, I'd probably try and mine some Chroma. I'm hearing good things about that. No problem, Captain Happy. Yeah, GPU Union seems okay. There's some things I don't like about it, but it seems okay. XDNA. If you XDNA, right? I'll search for that. Brit VR. If you go onto Twitter, you'll see me. Just tag me on Twitter. We can, you know, exchange Skype addresses or something, and we can work something out. I don't think is Twitter working here. I don't think it is. So this is hi Roderick. This is XDNA. Let's see. Let's see if we see any good things, any bad things. Proof of work and proof of stake. Right. Supply during proof of work 138 million. Daily reward dependency. 1 reward for 1 masternode, 3 rewards for 3 masternodes. Where's the website? Give me the website. On CryptoBridge already. It's always crazy when I see coins that are brand new and they're on exchanges. Right. Let's check the website. Nice website. I like the website. So check the roadmap. So they've actually created the website quarter 4. Websites that are right. Okay, so they did the white paper and the roadmap creation and all that. That's good. That seems like they're doing it in order. They've actually got a white paper. Fix the problems of existing altcoins. Stop the ASICs invasion to the sphere of mining. Become a stable and profitable cryptocurrency for all miners. 0.7% pre-mine, 1% developer fee. That's fair. So far, it looks good, I would say. So far, I think it looks okay. Paragraphs. Give me proper paragraphs. That needs spacing. That started off so well with a nice image at the front, but it's really hard to read that. Right. XDNA Foundation. Assets of his fund accredited to a special address. Right. 70% to miners. 15% to full nodes. 9% to medium nodes. 3% to light nodes. And this is this kind of tiered node system. 2% to the foundation. 1% to the developers team. Based on the above, block reward distribution during proof of work phase will be as shown in figure 5. What do you think, guys? I actually think that looks okay. I mean, I'd have to do a little bit more investigation, but first impressions are a lot better than the other coins I've looked at. Looks like it's trading already. We're sitting at 12,000 Satoshis. Looks okay. I mean, I'd have to do more research as far as going into Discord and all that, but I'll leave a link to the website if you guys want to check it out. Hi, Alishir. Hi, BB Ladv. The real red flag for these coins is there's no value proposition. CryptoBridge seems to be the home of all these kind of shitty coins now. Where is the team from? Good question, actually. Something I probably should have checked. Oops, I'm doing it in the wrong browser. Right, where's the about area? Is there an about page? Contacts. Should that not be contact? Ah, well, there's one warning sign. Where is the team? Is this another anonymous project? That's a warning sign. For me it is anyway. Doesn't seem to be any information about the team. About, right. I like how they've got transparency and there isn't any information about who's behind this. That's a fair point. That's a fair point, by the way. That's a fair point that they haven't stated who they are or where they're from. So that's one criticism. Oh, thanks, BB Lad V. Appreciate it. Many thanks. You don't have to do that though, guys. I'm really not looking for things, you know. I think if I implemented any kind of tip system in the future, what I'd do is do it for people who wanted to advertise or wanted me to check out their coins or something. Much appreciated though. Nice gesture. Thanks. Check where the website is registered. Right. The problem is, because everyone's got domain guards now, it's hard to see where a domain is actually registered, because everyone's got protecting their information. So it's registered with the domain company Gandhi. Paris, France. Paris, France, it looks to be. So it's French. The algo is KeepKey, which has already been compromised by FPGA. It's funny, I've seen a lot of websites do that, like brand new coins, and they've said something like our coin is nice hash resistant, and you're like, it's X16R, that's on nice hash. Well, that's, I mean, I've spoke about that before as well, that there's certain coins, I like the fact that the founders are transparent. Obviously, I'm involved in the SafeCoin team, so I'm maybe biased there, but like Zencash, Ethereum, I like to see who is behind the project. I like to know that these people aren't anonymous. I've had a few people when they've asked me to, you know, they've said, "Can you talk about this coin?" I'm like, "Well, come on, we'll talk about it in an interview. We can chat about the coin." They're like, "No, the founder wants to remain anonymous." I'm like, "Well, can at least come on? He doesn't have to have his face. We can just talk on the phone." No, he wants to remain 100% anonymous. I'm like, well, you're asking people to donate a lot of money and a lot of their mining and investment and put a lot of faith in you, and we don't know who you are. And I know people always use Bitcoin as the example that it should all be anonymous, but I like to know who the people are behind the coin. I like to know that if they do anything wrong, we can get Interpol on their ass. The best tech that's supposedly brought to us is fast transaction. I've never been in a space with so many men that are emotional bitches. Don't spread FUD. Yeah, many coins will stop working, without a doubt. Roger saying, sorry, I missed that comment earlier. The only way 99% of these coins will make money is naive prospectors. Stop and think about it. Pyramid and Ponzi schemes are what the bulk of crypto are, and how the money is generated. I would agree with most of that, Roger. I think, though, if there are legit projects, and there's no doubt legit projects out there that I've reviewed and I've said it looks scammy and I'm not interested in it. But there's certain things now that kind of put me off a coin. For example, launching on an exchange before you've got a white paper or a roadmap and all you're doing is talking about money. Starting with a heavy ICO or a huge pre-mine. Selling coins for your Masternode before you've got a working wallet. All these things point towards a scam, a pump and dump. So you need to be careful. Hi Necrobus, good to see you again. So what's the miner you sent me there, Rocky? Is that something you want me to share, or? Yeah, price keeps going down and down and down. Exchange turns them offline and network just starts lagging and not working. That's when the coin starts dying. Yeah. A lot of coins are just based on hype. And hype can only last so long. You know, anyone can write, and this is the thing, I say that I like to see a white paper and I like to see some sort of vision, but anyone can just write anything. They can say, yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and then never implement anything. So, do you want me to share all of them? Do you want me to share all of them, Rocky? Is that this? Oh, it's the same link, right? Sorry, it kind of posted a few times. So Rocky just sent me. He just sent me this. That is over 200 FPGAs mining that coin right now. Wow. So would you say it was KeepKey? So it's at the top there. 6.5 terahash per second. Yeah. I don't want to get involved in that. I don't want to get involved in that. It's like bringing a butter knife to a gunfight. Yeah, it looks like there's some people hitting that heavy. Scroll down. So there's a hash rate there. So they're making what? Oh my god, look how much money they're making. Every minute they're making 6 XDNA, which is selling at 12,000 Satoshis. They're making an absolute packet. Show them the rigs. So here's the rigs here. If you can see down here at the left hand side, CG Miner 4.90. Each one has got like 25 gigahertz. And look at the number of rigs. That is I assume that's just a farm. Big massive mining farm. That's insane. 5.3 terahash per second. The guy's got like 80% of the hash rate there or something. That is CG Miner 4.90 is an FPGA miner. Well, that makes me feel crap about my setup. There's some guys out there killing it. Absolutely killing it. Those may actually be ASICs. So do you think you know, someone like Bitmain or something could be mining that right now? Yeah, Captain Happy's right. Remember, adding ASICs endlessly won't profit you much more if you already have high percentage of the total network hash rate. Yeah, it makes you wonder why they don't just put more of that to different coins. Because if they've got 80 odd % or so, they'd probably be, unless they just want to accumulate as much as they can regardless. Yeah, there's only a certain number of coins per block reward. Could be a secret FPGA farm as well. No, I didn't mine any pigeon coin. Never. I was there like one of the first days when people were talking about it, but at the time they didn't have a website, so I wasn't. And I was mining Raven coin at the time, which was, you know, still quite a good coin to mine at the time. So I didn't see the point of switching over to a coin that didn't even have a website. So, yeah. I know they've got their act together now and they've improved, but at the time I didn't see enough for me to take a risk. What do you think about Minority? Never heard of that, Felipe. Okay, so this is Minority. I don't think I've seen this. Scam. Any cloud mining service like this is a scam. They're asking you to pay for 1 year in advance. It is a scam. Stay clear. Do not go near this. Do not give them your money. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. This is a scam. Do not go near this company or any company like this that asks you to commit 2 years to mine anything like this. The crypto world changes on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, and they're asking you to commit 3 years. You could end up paying for an algorithm that no longer is used by any coins. Stay clear, guys. Don't go near things like that. Honestly, I don't want any of you guys to pay for things like that and lose money. It's a scam. It really is a scam. They might write no fees, no bullshit. You own it, we ship it. At the end of your hosting package. Well, why don't you just give us the package right away? Nah, it's a scam. Don't go near that. Really don't go near anything like that. I mean, you could probably do the calculations yourself. Well, the fact their website isn't even, it's not even launched yet. I can't even push any buttons. Nothing works because there's no price. Yeah. Don't go near it. If you want to mine, use nice, like rent HashPower. Use NiceHash. NiceHash is a race to the bottom, and so is mining rig rentals. There's a lot of competition. You're going to get good prices because the market will drive the price. With these things, you're going to be locked into a long-term contract paying a very high price for something. And I can assure you, if for any reason they thought they were losing money and they could make more money by cancelling your contract, they would just give you a refund and you'd be screwed. So, yeah, avoid. That's the same people. Is it? The same people that created the Ethereum pill? Right, okay. Why are they tying anyone into a 1 or 2 year contract though? Why would they tie anyone into a long-term contract? Every service I've seen that asks you to tie in for 1 or 2 or 3 years is a scam. Every single one. Now, I think I have seen her in a video interview, but I'm sorry, I still don't agree with it. I still don't agree with it. Maybe, I mean, I've not seen the prices yet. Obviously, I've not seen the prices yet, but why would they tie anyone into a 3 year contract? I don't know. Maybe it is a legit operation. Maybe they're trying to do it with low electricity and all that, but why tie anyone into it? This is my main sticking point with that. If they had like weekly contracts or monthly contract, even a monthly contract, fine. 3 months, fine. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, tying you into a contract. 3 years. Look how things have changed over the last month alone. I don't know. I mean, if it's not a scam, I'd love to talk to them in a video, and find out more about it. But I don't. Why would they have to go down this 3-year contract type of thing? Maybe I should reserve judgment. I don't know. Maybe I'll reserve judgment until the prices are there. But I've seen lots of these websites that tie into 1, 2, 3-year contracts, and there's a lot of stories out there, people getting scammed. You're not obligated to use their hosting service. You're not renting HashPower. Right, okay, explain to me what's going on then. Price includes your card, the electricity, and maintenance. Right, okay. I mean, I'll happily backtrack if that is the case. If this is legit, I will happily backtrack. I'm happy to put my hands up when I'm wrong with something like this. But I don't understand because, like, unless they can get electricity super, super, super cheap and they're going to be based in Iceland or something like that, I don't see why. Is it for people? I need to learn more, but my initial, maybe okay, I'll backtrack a little bit. Maybe it isn't a scam. Maybe it isn't a scam. What I'm saying is this isn't for me, and I will reserve judgment until they have proven me otherwise. But I don't. This tying into, I think in the cryptocurrency, tying yourself into a 2-3 year contract, I really don't think that's a good idea. If you're tying yourself into a long-term contract, what I'd be wanting to see is the price going down over time. I'll definitely ask her for an interview. Does anyone know a Twitter handle? Right. I'll follow her on Twitter. I'll send her a tweet. You'll be able to see it from my Twitter account. Well, what? I'll give her a. I'll definitely give her a tweet. I'll ask if we can chat. I'd love to chat to her about this. But I mean, as you saw with my initial impression there, I really don't like companies that tie, in the cryptocurrency world anyway, that tie people into 2-3 year contracts. If you look at all the other websites that are designed in this way and they're telling you 1, 2, 3 years, most of those websites are scams. I'll give her the benefit of doubt, and as I said, I'm happy to be wrong. But I'll find her on Twitter just now, and I'll send her a tweet. Oh God, was a girl? Oh God, a girl. Right. My viewers, right. What's this called? Minority. Right, I've sent her a tweet. Guys. If I'm wrong, I'll be the first. I'll tell her I'm wrong. I'll tell her in the video I'm wrong. This time, my friend, you put your foot in your mouth. Listen, guys. If I've put my foot in my mouth, fine. I don't. This is the thing, guys. You know, when things like this are brought up, when I'm doing a live stream, I'm being asked to check out dozens of coins, dozens of white papers, dozens of different things, and people are asking me for my opinion, and I'm making a snap judgment I would say my spidey sense is normally on point, but of course I'm going to get it wrong sometimes. I'm definitely going to get it wrong sometimes. Now, I'm not going to do a 100% U-turn or do a backtrack yet. I've never been a fan of these websites that do these 1, 2, and 3 year contracts that tie you into these longer term contracts. But it looks like this one, you're just renting the card, you're renting the electricity. That's a different story from the other ones where you're paying for a specified amount of hash power. But I'll be honest, I guess it makes it, if they can host that data center in a country where the electricity is very cheap, then it would make more sense for me to do that than have them over there, because the electricity is one of my biggest expenses. But if I hold cars myself, I can sell them when I want. I can buy ones. I can buy used cars. I can tweak things. I can apply things, apply tweaks and modifications to it and all that. I've sent her a tweet anyway. As I said, I'm not a big fan of these 3-year deals and things like that. An RX 470 in 3 years' time. What do you think that's going to give you? Again, it depends on price. Someone made a good point there, though, that it depends on how you want to do it. And I realize there are services for people like this, and some people don't want to maintain GPUs and things like that. I just think that in that kind of situation, you're probably better just buying nice hash power. And I also think that things are changing in cryptocurrency so quickly. You don't even know what these coins can mine in the future. You don't know what coins they'll be able to mine. They might not be able to mine any coins in a year or so. Maybe I will be eating my foot in a week's time, though. Hey, Bill. Good to see you. So I'll reserve judgment, guys. But my initial impression was I don't like these long-term contracts. That always worries me. Yeah, how's things, Bill? How's things? We're just looking at a kind of a cloud mining service, I guess you could call it. I guess you could call it. I've seen her talking about Ethereum before. I didn't realize that was her, but I've seen her talk about the Ethereum enlargement pool. I know she's a very intelligent woman. I'm going to look like a complete idiot if I sit and try and debate her about, the technical, the ins and outs of the enlargement pool and all that kind of thing. But I know from a miner, as far as what I buy and what I don't buy, I think I know enough to know. I don't know, and I realize this type of service might suit some people. Some people don't want mining rigs at home. Some people live in an area where electricity is high. So in theory, this could work out okay. In theory. But personally, if the cryptocurrency market changes very quickly, if next year you find that GPUs are mining nothing and everyone's mining with ASICs and FPGAs, I'd rather be in a position to just turn around and sell my cards than being tied into a 3-year contract. Rocky's saying the simple fact is that I haven't actually shipped anything to you, so you cannot be certain of anything. All you have is this representative from their company being extremely boastful. Yeah, in theory, they could just be renting hash power from NiceHash. What's the price, Bill, right now of Bitcoin private? The last time I checked, it was under $10. Wow, 43%. It is the right time to buy. It's just, if you're going to spend money, would you buy it on Bitcoin private, or would you buy coins from Bitcoin private coins, or would you invest in a different coin? I think some of the decisions that Bitcoin private have made over the last few months, I think we're a little bit slow at the wheel as far as the ASIC thing, but hopefully they'll come good. $8.10. That's depressing. That really is depressing. Wow. Look at that, guys. Bitcoin private, $8.10. The thing is, I honestly think it's going to go even lower because they don't have ASIC resistance. That's going to go lower in my eyes. I've not heard anything, or have I? I think the price of that is going to go down and down because of ASICs, if I'm honest. The order filled at $7.65. Wow. Yeah. Well, what do you think, guys? Do you think if I manage to interview her, do you think I'm going to be getting a lot of I told you so's, or what? It's one of those things. I think in the world of cryptocurrency, when there's so many scams, when there's so many people not honouring their side of the bargain, their side of the deal, if I was buying a graphics card, I would prefer to hold it myself. And if I couldn't afford the electricity for mining, if I couldn't do other things, I'd probably be leaning more towards nice HashPower or just buying coins and hodling and things like that. I realise some people disagree with that though, so I take it on board. Roderick, I do appreciate you guys suggesting that, and maybe I'll be buying a hat and eating it in a week's time, but we'll see how it goes. There's no prices there, so it's hard for me to say whether it's a bargain or not. Is Bitcoin private a genuine project? I would say it is, yes. Very, very bumpy road from day one. It's been bumpy. And I think they've made a lot of mistakes along the way, but they're still in there. I would wife Christy to Moz, TMZ. Yeah, the market is bizarre right now. Well, it's down. The market is down. There's so many new coins right now compared to a few months ago. So, where do you even start? Where do you even start with all this? Right, guys, for me, it is close to dinner time. I'm getting hungry. That's why I'm slowing down my talk. My talk? I can't even speak today. I'm honestly speaking like an absolute... someone with mental problems today. I'll put it that way. I don't know if I'm just tired today. But it's been great chatting, guys. It's been great chatting as always. This stream didn't really have any purpose. I didn't really have anything in mind today as far as what I was going to talk about. I know I showed you HiveOS. That's something that I'm going to talk about in a few days' time. I want to do a video tutorial about it and show you what I like and what I don't like. I do like that it's not got Windows, but it is kind of limited in some ways as well. But I want to do a video tutorial for you guys in a few days' time. thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. I know I've missed a few comments here at the end here. What do you think about Bitcoin interest? I think they're changing algorithms. I don't know too much about it. Thanks, Richard. I'm going to leave you. I'll leave you all from my messy office that some people hate. Apparently, people hate my office. It's very messy. Rocky MTN Miner. I don't know what you're saying there. I'm not sure what you're saying. Can someone translate that for me? Thanks for watching, guys. It's been a lot of fun. Hopefully I'll get in touch with that lady and we can chat about that. My initial impression was that I don't like being tied into 3-year contracts. Some people might think differently. But hey, I'm happy to eat my hat if I'm wrong. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll do some more videos soon. It's always great catching up with you. I'll do another live stream in a few days' time, but for the reason I probably won't be doing a live stream at the weekend is because the World Cup is on. 3rd, 4th place tomorrow, and the World Cup final on Sunday. It's going to be very, very good. And Rocky says that he only speaks English. So, okay, so that... you should really be speaking American Indian. Do I want to go down that route? I always find it funny when people, you know, people bring up the issue that people from the UK or from Australia or from New Zealand have a different accent from someone in North America. They point out that they speak English and everyone else doesn't. That's not nice, Rocky. That's not nice. So I'll do another live stream probably Monday, Tuesday or something like that. I'll do a live stream. Speaking English, not English. I'm speaking Scottish. I'll do a live stream next week, guys. I'll do some more videos over the weekend. It's been great chatting. Thanks for all the tips on the new coins and all that. Been a lot of fun, guys, but I think it's time for me to fill my belly. So until next time, guys, take care.